What's up, guys? ThumperJones here, and what I have bringing to you is once again, is it worth it? I'm gonna kind of break down Nier here on PS3. It's a little bit of a different change up. I know I did the last couple on the original NES. So we're gonna try to see here. This is a game that's been going for right around $30 or so here, lately complete. It's even ventured up to being around 40 to 45 at times. So we'll kind of jump into it here and we'll see what happens. So here we go, and I'll kind of give you some rundown as we play through it.
Damn monsters! I'll kill you all!
Alright, so typical Square tag. This is actually also made by Square Enix. What you would expect, it should be a solid game. A couple people I've talked to about it have actually said it is a pretty good game overall.
Dad?
You alright, Yuna?
Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. It'll stop in a second. I promise.
That don't sound good at all.
If the monsters hear me, are they gonna come back for me?
I won't let them hurt you, Yuna. I promise.
So I'm kind of jumping in this completely blind. I didn't actually watch the scenes or anything. So
You need to eat something.
some of y'all has been
Stay
watching
here.
this section
Stay
understand
hidden.
this even more than I
I'll be
do.
right back.
But you want to get into it, just kind of run through it, see the way it plays.
Yuna,
Yeah?
don't touch that book. Not ever. Do you hear me?
Guessing the book has some sort of demonic powers or something's not going to be good.
From
Showing
Yuna!
very much the things of God of War, Dante's Inferno. I'm supposed to be like, okay, so I guess I had to kind of evade and get hit at the same time. Don't touch the book ever. We're gonna touch the book, probably.
I need
More power.
power. I need
We all need more power, right?
to protect Yuna.
Of course, gotta expect boss fight. There you go, it's gonna end up being good after I kind of played a little bit. Alright, so first mini boss fight down.
Yuna, talk to me.
Dad, are you alright?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
That's good. Oh, look. I found this while you were gone.
A cookie? Hey, that's your favorite.
Here. We can split it, okay?
No, you take it.
Dad, no. You need to eat something.
All right. Give me the small half.
No. Come on, Dad. You're bigger than me. You have to eat to sur-
Yuna? Yuna!
Oh no. I dropped the cookie. I didn't mean to. You've always been the one helping me.
Yuna,
Quite a little heart-wrenching
what have you
beginning here.
done?
So your daughter getting infected.
So I wanted to.
Look at that face.
No! Yuna!
It's crazy.
Yuna!
One cool thing y'all can sit there and see me fish around this little lizard, is you pretty much are able to get items from being out in the wilderness. So you see here with lizard tail, now if you see me up here with the sheep, this one gave me mutton. Earlier whenever I killed one, it actually gave me wool. He's gonna die. He just kicked me right in the head. Dirt. 4 hits, kill him. Alright, so it gave me meat also. They're pretty much what you can do while you're out in the open. Like you can do like little side missions. And from there you can actually get them, take them, sell them to the shops. And from there, as it says, you can buy your items, weapons, or materials and things you actually need at the shop.
Hey!
So I had a mission to actually get 3 additional herbs. So I'll buy. We'll get 5. I'm sure I'm gonna end up having to need them for something at some point, and I got the money for them. Alright, there you go. But pretty much it's the same idea. You're able to get items whenever you shop. Alright guys, so right now we are 1100 years into the future. You see I look very much different. So right now I'm actually part of a village. My daughter is alive. And the game has started off very, very slow overall. A lot of it's going to be side work. Do find out more about your character, more about what's going on. As you can see here, I'm still fighting the same enemy that I was in another like dimension. But it said that somehow this individual here is going to die. So, see, take care of the shades for a while. Pretty much seems like the shades are actually coming up on the village that you're staying at, you and your daughter, and you have some other people around, and what you do is you just do side missions. That part's been very slow. It's been interesting though. One thing I've really enjoyed about the game so far is we can kind of see here is I'm on a bridge going to what's called the Lost Shrine. Because I love some of the cinematics and the actual detail and graphics of the game. Like this scene right here where you look out, you can see you're halfway out on the bridge, look over and you can see, I'm guessing it's left of the shrine. It's a really cool kind of like cinematic view of what you're looking at, what you can see. Alright, so here's an interesting kind of aspect they decided to put in here. So once again you're fighting shades. Cute, right? They give you a top down, so you actually really are looking straight down into the action. A little hack and slash, but it's kind of interesting going through stages like this where this has happened to you. Alright, so here we go with the cinematics. Of course, you're running along outside, trying to get to the top and everything. Yeah, right here. Here we go. This is quite interesting though. I mean, you have multiple elements to this game. This is another interesting part. So, kind of have some platforming element, hack and slash element, RPG element. Now you're actually going into some small puzzle elements even into it and having to move around boxes to get in places. Alright, so what we have here is actually kind of like your first
Look how these foolish creatures charge
real boss
heedlessly into
fight.
battle. Still, dealing with both of them at once may prove to be a daunting task.
Talking book and moving statues? Really?
It's all too real.
So as you're playing against the boss, you can unlock your magical abilities. Dark Lands is by far what you want to have. Okay, I did able to get him. The shades are a humongous nuisance. Always there to pretty much distract you. You don't have the Dark Lantern, but bosses, they'll just sit, take them out much stronger. Overall, it was a pretty good boss fight. There's a lot of variety in there, a lot of different things for dodging and moving. It does remind me of course other like hack and slash and how they work. Alright, as we bring this video to a close, as I've kind of broke out and kind of just gave you highlights throughout stuff that I've seen, stuff that I thought was kind of important. So I was able to play this for the first couple hours. Overall, I can see why Nier is a highlighted game for PlayStation 3. I can see why actually a lot of people talk about it and kind of see the dimensions and development that it kind of takes to play throughout it, and you kind of get more and more into it. $30 is actually not a bad price. I think GameStop may have it cheaper than that if you're able to find it in your local area. So it's not a bad price for a game that seems like there's a lot of development to it. A game that I don't think's really been talked about very much except over the last couple of years after it had came out and been out there for a good while. Stuff I like, of course, being able to go out there, goat meat, and be able to get like, I think I picked up like some lizard tail, some mutton, some wool. I was able to find like the medicinal herbs on the ground, pretty much just gardening up under a tree. So it was kind of interesting that they're out there, the different things out there too, that you'd come across a bush, you better pick up something, or you'd be near a river and you better pick up something. So that was kind of interesting. It gives you a lot of items that you can kind of go out there. So that RPG element and upgrading and even your character getting higher and higher level, getting new weapons. I actually started off with a different weapon than what I ended with, and I mean I was in the first couple hours, so that was interesting. It seems like it wants you to level up, really wants to give you some items and weapons, really make you succeed. There's a lot of areas that are just dead space as far as running to and from areas and stuff. That's I guess the negative parts of it. To really kind of engage enemies, really trying to get up. There's some platforming involved, jumping, some maze running, some as far as trying to figure out which area to go to. So it does actually have some puzzle elements to it also, which was not what I expected either on platforming or the puzzle elements. I was expecting pretty much hack and slash, RPG mechanics, and just go forth with it. I did not expect that you would have to, I guess, go through as much and be able to like put some of the puzzle parts. I mean, I was a little bit more interested if that was there. So, $30, well worth it. I personally think. I think this game actually does take 30, 40 hours. It may take more. Somebody out there wants to correct me on that. If you've actually got to throw it and beat it, please let me know. Because I can very well see where you have to upgrade and have to go throughout. You kind of figure out that your daughter has what they call a black scroll. You got the book that you pretty much was in another dimension whenever you kind of had it earlier with your magic abilities. You got it again. And I'm guessing some of those same abilities that you used on your first boss fight in the other world where your daughter was back behind the bookshelf is abilities you end up unlocking as you play throughout. As you get better weapons, you get better magical abilities. I'm sure all of that's going to come up. So, would I recommend this game? No doubt about it. I would actually say it's well worth it. If you can find it, get it. I know it's becoming harder and harder to find. I know game stores sometimes are even having a harder time to even get it in stock, because people are really starting to actually hold on to this game and nobody's trading it in. It was not very well received at the time that it came out either, so I don't know how many copies there is out there, but I think there's a ton of copies like typical Final Fantasy games. Now I do think that this game is more uncommon than rare, so I do think there's copies out there, but I don't think you're going to find it every day if you're like a game shop or at GameStop or anything else. Now I have seen them in pawn shops and game stores or either on GameStop. I've been able to pick one. I've never picked one up. I actually got mine from a pawn shop ages ago now, it seems. Before it jumped at 30, I think it was right around like that $15 mark whenever I picked mine up. But it was well worth it now, and this is the first chance I actually got around to start playing it. I'd definitely say go for it. I'm gonna play throughout it and see how much more I like it and stuff. I appreciate y'all watching these videos and stuff, as this series is really starting to take off and isn't worth it. I'm jumping to PS3 now. I'm going to be jumping around on a couple different systems here. It's just games that people talk about. It's the games I'm trying to pinpoint on and play and to see if they actually are really worth it. See if $30, $100, $200, some of these games have very different price ranges and stuff. So I could go for some of the cheaper games, could be 20, 30, 40. I could go even back up to that $300-$400 range too. It'd be like, is this really worth $300-$400 if it's an extremely rare game? So for Nier, buy it if you can find it. It does seem like something you could really spend time on and really make it worth it. So thank y'all so much as always, and guys, ThumperJones, and I'll see y'all later.